Hello everyone, to another week of Xbox Live Indie Games. This time it's for the week of games that were released from May 13th to May 19th, 2012. Starting off with Blox.
Welcome to Blox.
Thank you. So Blox, pretty simple game. You have to find 3 gems that are next to each other, or more, such as in this case we have 8. Oh, giving me a clue there, but I'll rather go with this one.
Cool.
Thank you. And that seems to be pretty much all there is to it. We can hit these special blocks, like that. In the case of those blocks, they'll eliminate a row or a column depending on what that icon says. Oh yeah, if we miss, we lose some time on the left-hand counter there. This doesn't seem like it was made for the Xbox. It seems like this was made more for a touch interface, like a phone. So maybe this was made for a phone platform first, and then ported to here because, yeah, I mean, I know that it wouldn't be the first game to do that, but this seems like a very obvious phone game. And it's called Blox, so I'm not tapping, I'm using a controller. As far as I can tell, this is all there is to the game. Not much else. Don't know why this was released on XBLIG, because I don't really see what the appeal of this is. And in terms of games involving matching up colored gems, we've seen better on the service. And of course, without actually having a touch interface, there's no tactile feel of eliminating the gems ourselves. It's just hitting buttons. So, yeah, nothing else really to say about that. Let's run out the clock.
Game over.
And that's Blox. And next is Rocket Narwhal. And this is pretty much exactly the opposite of Blox, in that whereas Blox did not seem like a game that was made for XBLIG, this seems a game that was especially made for XBLIG. In fact, it seems like the type of game that wouldn't actually appear on anything else. Alright, so here we are. We're the Rocket Narwhal. And we are shooting energy blasts out of our horn at the attacking sea life. We killed all the sea life at once with a nuke. Alright, got a railgun, can shoot through fish. So, what can we say about Rocket Narwhal? I mean, it's a side-scrolling shooter featuring a narwhal killing sea life for some reason. I'm not sure. We saw an option on that main menu called Unicorn Mode. We'll be taking a look at that. Uh-oh, trial over. Oh, we didn't get up to the walrus. Look at that. There's a walrus right there that shoots back, and we apparently ran out of time. We'd have to buy the full game to fight the Walrus. Alright, here's Unicorn Mode. If only there was some kind of instructions on what we're supposed to do, some kind of goal as to what Unicorn Mode is supposed to be. Or for how long we're supposed to do that particular goal. Okay. We are murdering so many unicorns with our narwhal. Narwhal, yeah. I mean, we remember that joke, but it's kind of dated internet humor, isn't it? But still, I guess it's worth exploring the clash of horns between narwhal and unicorn. The narwhal's horn is not magic, unlike the unicorns, but in this we can see that the narwhal is capable of shooting projectiles from his horn, while the unicorn does not seem to be actually doing anything like that. Oh, we got a shotgun. It's really more like a spread gun. Killing so many unicorns. They don't really fight back or anything. They just sort of fly at us. Though they do have the advantage of numbers. Look how many... Oh, super laser. Oh, I died. Lost my super laser. Yeah, so they do have the advantage of numbers. There are a lot more of them than there are of us. As in real life. We all are familiar with the dangers of unicorn overpopulation. And the risk they pose to the natural habitat of the narwhal. Obviously, this game was made to spread awareness of that serious ecological problem. Oh, super laser. Yep, charge it up. Yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to this. Oh, we got a laser that's making rainbows fall out of those unicorns. Oh, now there are just far too many unicorns now. They're overwhelming us, and I think I only have the one life left. Okay, this should be our last life, but still nothing we can really do because there's just way too many and they just overwhelmed us. Trial over. Let's see what the instructions were. Move, pause, shoot. Avoid shots and fish. Get question marks. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's what we were doing. So that's Rocket Narwhal. It's not a good game, but it has a narwhal in it. You can fight fish and unicorns, which I guess is unique. But no, it's not very good. Next is Aron 2, Mysterious Troubles, the follow-up to Aron 1, I guess. I'm just guessing, I haven't heard of it. I don't know if that's actually a game, or I assume it is. Probably. Alright, we're choosing our file. Oh. We've got backstory. It's all fancy against the Starfield background. Let's find out just what the deal is with Aron. Apparently, last time Aron made some bad choices. Oh, no. You captured Aron. This is a kitty. Let him out of the jail. What? How did the professor know about Aron's girlfriend? Well, Aron doesn't know about his girlfriend, apparently. Well, it looks like that they all defeated that professor. Oh, the plot twist. It was a dream all along. No, but was it just a dream? A double plot twist. Now, I guess this game will explore what happened after, and maybe we'll answer the question of, did Aron just dream the first game entirely? Okay, here we are. Sleeping for 3 days. Okay, alright, we can jump. We can spit fireballs. Some sort of weird red thing is wanted. Spider webs all over the place. They should maintain this place better. Alright, they're telling us that we can shoot fireballs, which we already figured out. Okay, apparently this ninja rabbit, or cat, is a merchant. I won't bother with buying anything. Just see what it is we can do. No, we don't know you. We have no reason to do you favors. We don't know the merchant either. I mean, Aron didn't even know his girlfriend, so I don't count on him actually being acquainted with any of these people. Looks like there are monsters about. Alright. You know what it means when his mustache vibrates. Looks like we could go in there, but let's try seeing what's to the right. Oh! They did mention skeletons. Unfortunately, our fire breath can kill them. That skeleton was using a gun. I guess they're fairly intelligent. Does that sign say anything? No, it doesn't look like we can read it. Oh. Even the wildlife is hostile towards Aron. Is that a platform? Yeah, it is. Jumping is not so good. Aron feels really heavy. He drops fast. Go up here. Alright. And I guess we can keep going. Yeah, go this way. Wee Wee. Wasn't he the name of the boy from the story? But wasn't that all Aron's dream? Maybe his dreams are becoming reality. Yeah, there's the kid from the story. Yeah, our wife was abducted by the mad professor. And Aron doesn't know what's going on. He's joined the party. Even though Aron is not aware that he is married. Doesn't remember any of it. Oh great, we can take a car. Let's go. Yeah, we're scratching this car. And this game just got a lot faster. Oh, and we drowned. We don't have the car anymore. That's a shame. I like the car. So I guess we have some kind of goal in this game. I would assume. We have some reason for being. The kid says that the professor still has our wife, I think he said. But I thought that they killed the professor in the last game. Oh wait, here's the car. Yeah, Aron's not a great driver. Let's see if we can jump with the car. Yeah, there we go. Can we jump up? No, I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna make that. So we're gonna have to go in here, I guess. We just used the car to go back to the. Oh wait, I switched characters. Somehow, I don't know how, but the kid has a sword. We can't actually go in that door, it seems. He's letting us use the car. Oh, the car can shoot out of its headlights, shooting energy bolts. Well, I guess it follows that your car is going to have such features when you live in this world of skeletons and flowers that are trying to kill you in your own home. I have to say that I do like the cars in this game. They're pretty good. Okay, it looks like I switched back to Aron. I don't actually know what button I was pressing to switch characters. Whoop. Aron's he's not flashing anymore, so maybe his health is better. Well, I mean, I have to say, this game so far is a lot more playable than most... I died. It's a lot more playable than most XBLIG games usually are. I'm not really a fan of how the characters move. Like I said, they feel real heavy. Kind of slow to start moving, and then actually really fast once they do start moving. It's kind of odd combination. Alright, we're back here. Let's take the car the other way. Oh, hold on. What? Where am I? Okay. We didn't go in here before. Let's see what's in here. Anything interesting? Some science stuff. Where are we now? I don't know where we are now. I switched characters again. Oh, there we go. The Y button does that. I'll switch it with Aron because he can Spitfire, and the kid can't do that. It seems like Yeah, no option for swimming. Water is instant death for Aron and his friend. But it appears if they can avoid drowning, that these two are off on a magical adventure. Ah. Okay. We need a key to get in there. We can't climb that. Oh, okay, time expired. Alright, so that was Aron 2, Mysterious Troubles. Honestly, that was one of the better games I've seen on XBLIG, even though the graphics aren't great, and the platforming and movement engine does need some work. It actually wasn't bad, I would say. I found that more interesting than a lot of the things I see on this service. Yeah, and I went the full time limit, and it didn't really bother me, so great. Aron 2, Mysterious Troubles. Next up is BBBB, no relation to BBBB. Stands for Beat, Bring, Bing, Bash, Bosh. Can we beat the beat? That sounds like a challenge. Alright, so basically the way this goes, we have 5 columns, and each column has a character. In this case, we only have 2 columns that have characters, and each character is controlled by a different button on the gamepad. And the beat starts going, and the character has to just avoid those spikes, I guess I would call them? I'm not sure. Alright, now we have to start moving both characters. And it's only one button for... that character got hit, yep. Alright, that character... so it's only one button for each character. I'll try that again. But the challenge, of course, is keeping track of what's happening in both characters' lanes. Let's try this again. One of my characters got caught. Once you get hit, you can't move the character for a few seconds. I don't know if they can get hurt during that time. Hold on, I think that's a finish line. No, it's not. Percent complete is only 26. What that actually does is it switches the position of characters. And, okay, yeah, I have to figure out which buttons these characters are now controlled with, since they're in different lanes. And after you begin the game, the icons for the buttons disappear. So you have to remember which row is controlled by which button. Looks like we're switching up again. Okay, once we get to the midpoint, we have to buy it. Alright, well, we're not doing that, but I guess we should take a look at Beatmaster, which is all 5 lanes being filled. Alright, so both shoulder buttons, both triggers, and the A button to control the center one. Okay, yeah, that did not go well at all. Yeah, it's actually kind of difficult to keep track of all those lanes. But I think that's all there is to this game. I mean, I guess it's well made for what it is. It's very simple. I don't see really anything wrong with it. It's not really the type of game I want to play, but I can't really see too much fault in how it's made, considering what it does. That's BBBB. Next this week is Spitfire. Yeah, let's fly. Alright, so the game takes place in 1942, Europe, so it's a World War II. And actually the type of game looks like 1942. We can't actually move up and down, just left and right. We can shoot guns, fire rockets. However, in the lower left-hand corner, we have what appears to be a heat meter. once it goes up, we stop firing. So we have to shoot judiciously. Yeah, the rockets increase our heat meter as well. So it's not like we can just use that after the guns. Could you move up and down in well, obviously this game is being modeled off of the old overhead shooters, 1942, and what was the sequel? It was another year. Was it was just the next year, 1943? Is that how that worked? I don't remember. I don't remember if you could move up and down in those games. But this one, yeah, we're just stuck, not able to move up and down. Game doesn't look bad in terms of, pixelized graphics. I'm not really enjoying the whole heat meter thing that it's got going on, though, considering the waves of enemies it's sending at you. Just kind of leaves you not able to really fight back too much. I'm also not really sure how well this works of having the vertically oriented shooter, but it's on a wide screen. Of course, the old arcade games had vertically oriented screens. This one does not. This one we're going, we can move back and forth across the entirety of the the 1280 by 720 screen. So I'm not sure how well that works, really. But it looks like we survived into the next wave, and we should shoot the gold planes, I guess. And we died again. It's pretty much the same place. Alright, that's Spitfire. I don't know. I kind of like what it's going for, but it's not... Seems incomplete. Doesn't seem finished. I guess in terms of World War II shooters go, it's better than War in Box that we saw a few weeks ago. That's not saying a whole lot. Next up, the Ghosts of Tarr-Minos. From the intro screen, you might recognize this as being modeled after the Intellivision intro screen. And from what I can tell, I guess the person who made this game, probably a big fan of an old Intellivision game called The Treasure of Tarman, because that does seem like it's just trying to be a sequel to that. Yeah, that's a pretty nice noise there. Okay, so what can we do? Well, yeah, if you want to take a look at screenshots or footage of Treasure of Tarman, this game looks pretty much like it. Let's see, can we go down there? None of the buttons seem to be doing anything with that ladder. Oh, I guess that's the map. And, okay, I got a cursor to appear. I haven't played the Intellivision game. Looking at it, it seems like the type of game I would have liked back then. But, okay, I picked something up. Oh, I think I just went down that ladder. Well, great. Yeah, it seemed like the type of game I would have liked, but I never played it, so this is not very familiar to me. But I mean, you've probably seen a game that is a game like this before. Kind of reminds me of something like Wizardry. Not much audio going on during this game, but I guess it's trying to replicate the authentic feel of the Intellivision game. I'm picking up items, but I have no idea what these items are. Just like the original game, I suppose. And I would assume that we're going to be encountering monsters at some point. I don't know what those icons on the floor are. We see them We run into them every so often. Oh, hold on. Got an enemy. We're in combat. And we killed it. Oh, we died. Yeah. So that's, let's see if we can look at how to play. Okay. Over 30 years? 30 years would, yeah, that would be about the span of time since the television was around. Let's see. Okay, those are the controls. Instructions are pretty involved. Okay, those are those icons we saw on the ground. Entrances of the maze are marked by a cat's eye. Alright, so there's quite a few icons, and I guess it's going to explain to us what these icons are, since we kind of have to know that. We wouldn't really be able to tell what they are just by seeing them in the game. Alright, so I guess we're looking for the Maiden and the Crown of Kings. I mean, I don't know, I guess your mileage may vary on whether something like this would appeal to you. I suppose if it does, probably right now you're playing something like, what was it called? Legend of Grimrock, which came out, which obviously, of course, is the sort of the modernized version of the games that this came from. I think that these kinds of games are pretty interesting. Like I said, if I had it in television back then, I probably would have wanted to play something like this. As it is, I haven't played it, but I might take a look at this further at some point, just to see, where it goes, how it is, because it seems kind of interesting to me. I always kind of like those kinds of fantasy RPGs, if you want to call it an RPG. Yeah, I guess it would be, if Wizardry was, and it definitely was, and this would be as well, wouldn't it? Well, that's Ghosts of Tarr-Minos. I suppose if you happen to have played the original one, Treasure of Tarman, this probably is something that you might like to take a look at. Or if you just liked in television games in general.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, this game contains stories that may not be to your liking. You might even say that the information gained from this game is so foul that it was written by the devil himself. Sending these messages to anyone in your acquaintance will make you his accomplice, spreading the joy of true schadenfreude. Thank you.
Next up, we have Story Sender. This is not really a game. Sometimes in XBLIG we see something that tries to present itself as something different, some kind of tool or utility that maybe doesn't exist, and I guess this is sort of something like that. Basically what this does is you can look at the little stories that this thing has, and then mass send it to everyone on your contact list on Xbox Live. So for example, I could send everyone that's on my list this fact, that nearly 4 million cats are eaten in Asia every year. It's uplifting. George Carlin quote. A joke. There you go. That, I guess. A fun fact. I don't think that's actually true. That's not happening right now, but I could tell people that. Sure, I tell people that anyway. No comment, I guess. So this is a thing that's on XBLIG. Again, like Rocket Narwhal, even though this is completely different from that, this is something that really is uniquely XBLIG, isn't it? It's sort of the thing that you go onto XBLIG for. Yeah, I remember that quote. And we have, let's see, we have locked quotes. We can't do anything with those unless we buy the game. So who knows what gems of wit and hilarity might be lurking underneath these padlocks. Yeah, alright, I guess I'll send this one out to my contact list that I'm a love pirate. Let's do it. Alright, so basically we can go to edit recipients, and I don't actually know any of these people. People just send me their gamer tags with a friend request, and I say, yeah, okay, I add them. So now they're going to get a message from me. I don't have a mic attached to my Xbox, so no voice for that. Let's send that message. Alright, mass sent. Everyone on that list now knows what I'm here for, what I'm coming after. Arg. That story sender. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you have a large contact list on Xbox Live and you want to bother them by sending them this stuff, great, there you go. Here's a utility for you to use for that. I don't know if this thing gets updated every so often. It seems like the kind of thing that would benefit from that, but I don't know if it does get updates. That's story sender. More XBLIG gold. And lastly, this week on XBLIG, it's Bibz. So, what is Bibz? Well, it's a multiplayer fighting game. I guess you could kind of say... by the way, it has a little quiz before you go into the fight. What is Millennium Development Goal number 6? Do you know? Let's just say it's to combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. I would guess that would be the thing to combat. Yeah, that was it. Alright, here we are. I was about to say, I guess you could consider this to be sort of inspired by Smash Brothers, because it's a platformer-styled, 4-player fighting game. But the only way you can fight, apparently, is by stomping your enemy. I don't see any other kind of attack button, which is kind of weird. So the thing that's unique about this game is apparently the backgrounds were all done by children. And, oh, I got stomped. And apparently if you buy this game, it goes towards, the proceeds go to charity, I think. I forget which charity it is. I probably should have written that down. But it says so on the XBLIG website. If you go there and look at this game, it says what it's about. You can kind of see what the other backgrounds look like. Unfortunately, most of these are locked, so some of the more interesting ones, like on the left, the middle left and bottom left, looks like they were made out of crayon drawings and cut out and scanned in. You can see them. You can see bigger versions of those again on the XBLIG website. Unfortunately, we can't look at those here, though. Yep. Why am I flashing? Did I get some kind of power up? I don't know. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to this. You know, I'm all for charity, but really, probably could have spent a little bit more time trying to develop something that would have been kind of fun to play. Oh, I got a power-up. I don't know what that power-up does. So, if I had other people here to play this, we could be doing a four-player game where we're all just stomping on each other. And I guess it's a time waster. But honestly, there are better time wasters on XBLIG. And there are Smash Brothers clones or things inspired by Smash Brothers on XBLIG as well. Really, it seems to me that the only reason one might buy this game is for the charity reason. And let's see. It's odd. Actually, I don't see a buy button anywhere around here. And usually you'll see that on an XBLIG. There will be... I can choose different characters. Hold on. I'm going to choose Kenneth, the chicken. Usually you do see a buy now button somewhere on XBLIGs. Oh, here we go. This is a pretty good background here. We got some crayon fish. And okay, yeah, this stage is actually doing something a little bit more interesting with the moving platforms, and we can step on these bubbles, so that's varying things a little bit. I think you can kind of see by this stage what I mean, that one of the main reasons to look at this game is because of the backgrounds. Okay, wait, here, hold on. Is this a buy screen? Okay, yeah. 100% of profit donated. Doesn't actually say to where. There's a zombies mode. Of course there is, right? Because it's on XBLIG. It's 400 points, which actually comes out to $5. That's pretty expensive for XBLIG, but again, it's not a normal game. It's, it's meant for charity, but still, I don't know. He probably could have made something a bit better, despite the whole thing just being for charity. I understand that point. Because is anyone actually going to play it? I don't know. So it's interesting in the sense of it's a game with backgrounds drawn by children, and I think that's kind of interesting to look at. The actual game part doesn't seem to be anything really worth playing, but yeah, here it is. If you're interested in making a donation to the charity that for some reason is not actually listed here, that'd be kind of useful to know. But I know it was on the XBLIG website if you want to take a look at that. That's Bibz, and that is the last game for this week. For last week of May the 13th and May the 19th, 2012. Not all that many games released, and of these games, I would say probably the standouts would be Aron 2, Mysterious Troubles, and Ghosts of Tarr-Minos. Neither of them I would say is a must-buy, but I thought those were actually kind of interesting. So there you go.